Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. He's brought down just inside the 25. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Fields out of the gun. Search it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. 1 drive in, and he is already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Kiko Mauinoa. And the Jets take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
New York to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. On the counter, Hall. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal.
That's good for a Jets first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Working inside the red zone. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. On the keeper, here's Fields. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the play to the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
All right, so the officials take that touchdown away. He did not break the goal line. Only need about half a yard, if that, Brock. This is 3rd and goal. Fields sneaking it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. They don't gain anything, so another goal line stand brings up a 4th down decision. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from MetLife coming right up. Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Hall. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Williams. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Another run for Williams. And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety. Well, he took that one as far outside as he could. Really exhausted all options trying to get out of the safety. But sometimes there's just nothing you can do to avoid it.
Oh, they had to work for it defensively, didn't they, Kate? Wasn't just going to be some simple tackle in the box in the end zone. Nope. They needed range. They needed speed. Frankly, they needed rage to bring that one down all the way at the edge of the field.
So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. Secures this at the 17. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Play action now. It's Fields. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
They put a receiver in motion here left. 2nd down and 10. Fields. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
39-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off play action, it's Fields. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Jets push this to an 8-point game. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets push the lead to 2 scores now.
Cowboys, nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. And it's the Cowboys about set to begin their drive. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. That's complete, it's Javonte Williams. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Delivers another one to Williams. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Dak throwing again. Screen here for Williams. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Prescott to throw once more. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get their first points of this game just before halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets getting one final go at it on offense here before halftime. They're up by just 2, so you have to think they just want to get to the locker room. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first two quarters. As we throw to Scott Hanson with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hanson and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Looking to his fullback now. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another throw for Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Now it's Prescott again. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been throwing for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Throwing again is Dak. Caught near the pylon. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys jump in front now by 5. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Wangu now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action, Fields. Hauled in left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautiful, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Takes out a one-stop inside the 30. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. On the keeper, here's Fields. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jets take a 4th quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
All right, Fields has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point.
He's throwing for it! And the pressure's there. He goes down. The sack denies them the 2-point conversion. Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much.
Nope.
Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Williams to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start. Awesome.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Running it after the penalty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
He's lucky to get back to the line, and I think he knows it too. That play was in trouble early with how well the defense, Kate, read it from the beginning. And he did his best just to get back and break even.
So now here's 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Cowboys trail by just 1. After the sack would really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Trying again following the sack. Hits him on the out route. And And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Gain of 17 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Here he is to throw. He's got it, complete to Pickett. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Great decision to bounce this outside, Brock. Gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's 2nd down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard.
Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third and just 2 to go. Running for the marker with Williams. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Draw play. This is Williams. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Cowboys 22, Jets 15.
Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they went his way for that two-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass, like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good for a Jets.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.